the Southern Gooner, and this is a pre-recorded video, but gives me a chance to kind of do what I want to do on this one. I hope that you all are doing well. Got a lot of inboxes about this particular video. I think this is something I'm going to do going forward. I'm going to start doing reaction videos. And this is not to go after anybody or anything. This is more or less to just analyze what's going on out there in the world of Arsenal fandom. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I've got it queued up. I have not watched this. So this will be my first time watching this, and then we'll break it down once this thing is over with. So, all right, let's get into this, and I've got it queued up right here, so we'll hop right into it, y'all, and let's see what we got here, y'all.
First I want to dive straight into this question, right after our 5-0 win today. What would you rate this season out of 10?
5? What? What are you talking about 5? What's wrong with you? 5? 5?
Read 5.
You see?
5. Come on.
You see? This is my interview, fam.
Yeah.
It's true. They ask you. When did they ask you? Ask me. They ask me. That's fine. As a shareholder in Arsenal Football Club, I pay for my season ticket every season. Yeah, I'm a shareholder, and I put into the club. You cannot stand here and tell me what I think I should get back.
No, we're not.
Yeah. So for me, with Buckley, and it's 3 seasons, we do it. We done it during the Corona when we could have finished 4th. Remember when Leno get injured at Brighton? You remember when Morpay and all of that? We could have finished 4th in it. But with Buckley, am I lying? No. Tottenham. Last season, we could have finished 4th again. We Buckley it again. This season, we could have win it. We should win it. We should have win it. And we Buckley it again. Now, as a supporter, you cannot continue backing a man who keep on battling it when he's supposed to finish on top. It's not on. And nobody's going to stand here and tell me, oh, you're being negative for the second. We're the first loser. You take off your glass.
You're being negative.
I'm not that.
Well, first things first, man. Yardman is it's kind of like a loss for words, because it's just literally stuff that we've been saying all year about the club. This is the 3rd year. We've been in these situations where we have bottled it, or we've mismanaged opportunities to come out successful. And he's correct. It's hard for someone who actually is constantly seeing this on a daily basis with the manager to consistently keep supporting this. It's because you're becoming complicit in the actions. And I think what has happened here is that we've been so downtrodden over the last several years as Arsenal fans. The false feeling of success this year has overshadowed everything, all issues and problems. So when I say that, what I'm saying is that people forget we were at the top 248 days. We're at the top. We're at the apex. City's chasing us. We're not chasing City. We flounder. We finish in 2nd. People see it as finishing in 2nd and qualifying for Champions League as success. I say this. Some improvement, but it's not impressive. Let's put it like that. Because you can look right below us. You can look at United. They finished 3rd, and as of this recording, they're playing for the FA Cup. I think it's next weekend or the weekend after next, one of them. But they've already got a trophy in the cabinet. They're going for 2 trophies. And you'd be a fool to think they're not going to at least try to push for it. Whether City beats them or not, that's a whole different discussion. But the fact of the matter is that Manchester United is challenging for 2 trophies, finishing 3rd, and they've qualified for the Champions League. So in theory, they have actually had a better season than we have. There's nothing wrong with what he just said here. And this, and I think what you're seeing here, you're seeing fans that have gotten carried away because of the fact that we finished second after being 8th, 5th, and 5th. And so it masks the problems that we had last year that we're still seeing right now, and some that we've even seen in past years. Let's keep this going.
You're being very negative. Let me take off my glasses.
How is that being negative?
I mean, this
Why is
week.
that being negative? No, you stand up. You remember when we speak, when we play Leicester, and we said, I said to you, all we need from City, you remember what you said, you know, all we need from City is a result. I said that. And you was like, ho. No, maybe don't need that. Maybe we win the league by then. Where the fuck are you now? Huh? Where is it now? Where's the league now?
Let me answer this, right? 5 out of 10 suggests a very average season.
You know why?
Would you?
No.
It's
It's
just
not
a
average.
very average season.
It's not average. It's where we were. Yeah.
I said just the season.
Just the
Season
yeah.
38 games.
Yeah.
You're standing up there and telling me it's a 5 out of 10.
Yes, because for the position where we're leading 90% of the
Yep, right there.
Yeah, I will come just hand it over to City. It's not like people
Right there. You heard it.
City play this. But we didn't play City 9 times. We played City twice.
100% correct. 100% correct. People are acting as if what they're doing is they're trying to put that City in there to work around Liverpool, Southampton, and Brighton, and everybody else we floundered with. People got to realize we technically did not even have to beat City and still could have been champions had we done what we were supposed to do. City would have not even mattered. But so what people are doing now is people are going, and this is something that I'm seeing a lot of, especially last week, is that they're going, well, City had the better team. City had the better players. City had this and that. Yeah, but City really didn't have anything to do with us losing to Liverpool, Brighton, Southampton, and West Ham. And not losing, but just, floundering those games away. We had opportunities there to sew this thing up. True enough, we don't know what would have happened had we fought all the way to the end, but I can guarantee you this. It would have been much harder for City to put in what they've put in the last couple of weeks, because they at least felt a little bit of pressure, something that they hadn't had to feel in quite a while. But for us to keep going, for this narrative to keep getting spun, that City was a better team or City this and that, to be honest with you, City really didn't have anything to do with our outcome outside of that they beat us both times they played us this year. We really should have done the job around them, and we probably be talking about champions, and we probably be all having a different discussion today.
That never make us lose the league. It never make us lose. It's not like play City 5 times, and the 5 times they beat us and club at 15 points. That's not wasn't the case.
Actually, if you listen to what Lee Judge said earlier, we've lost the league by 5 points.
Yeah.
Right, and City beat us twice.
Yeah.
How many points is that?
That's 11 points.
No, City beat us twice.
That's 6 points. Yeah, but
so
no. Don't blame City. That's not what happened. Don't blame City because Southampton get relegated, and we're going to get 2 points off them.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah, right there. You heard it. Let me stop right there. Let me stop that right there. You're right there. We play teams that were in relegation battles. Teams that were the lowest of the low. We played these teams and we struggled to get points. Southampton should have been an easy 3 points. And we have to look at this thing. We have to look at this in the eyes of analyzation. We have to look at why were we floundering in these games. That goes down to some of the players, because it's just not all going to be on Arteta now. We have players that were not prepared, and we had a manager who was not prepared. And we lost an opportunity in a critical stretch of games to come out on top. We also saw opportunities earlier in cups. We squandered cups away. We were talking about fish being fried and, all this stuff. We threw them away. And so now, as the season's over with, there's nothing. We don't have anything outside of saying we were in second place in Champions League. And I'm going to actually stop saying we finished second. I'm just going to say we qualified for Europe, because that's all we did. We hadn't won anything. There's nothing. There's no trophies in the cabinet. There's nothing won. We threw stuff away, and we masked it by hiding behind second place. It's like I said earlier. United is in third place, and have got one cup and playing for another one. I mean, it's a little bit more successful season there. Like I said, improvement, but it's not impressive. And that's what we got to realize. You know, this brother here, man, I really hadn't followed AFTV in a while, but this brother here, man, is spot on with what he's saying. And what you've got is you got people around him, and this is the dangerous president about this, is that you got people around him thinking he's crazy. I would assume this brother's about my age. I'm in my 40s. So I'd assume this dude is about my age. He's seen what success is. He's seen it. He knows this is, you know, yeah, we finished and qualified for Europe and top 4 finish, but from where we were, that was not good enough. And if you look real close, if you look at this brother, there's a brother that's over here. I don't know if they're going to show him again. This brother, he's on the same page with him. Because he knows. He knows.
It's not a 5 out of 10 season, sorry. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I know it's your opinion, and listen, it's your opinion. I'm not telling you to change your opinion, and I respect your opinion.
No, I don't respect your opinion.
I think
If I said ridiculous, I don't respect you.
No, I respect it. I just think
No. Where were we during the Premier League season? Everybody stated that we're going to win it. You know what he do? You know what pissed me off the most? Because he let me believe in him. I come on this fucking thing. I said, guess what? Mikel Arteta, I'm sorry, Ray. I believe in him.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. Me, Lee, Jazz, you know, Del Boy, Tony Clark, American Idiots, Connor, you know, all of us were giving Arteta his flowers because we looked at the team. Because see, there's several parts of this, and this is why I said this season you have to kind of step back and look at every single thing. So the transfer window, we look at the transfer window, and we look at what Edu did. You know, we still were naked going into the season. We still needed a few pieces sorted out. We went into the season without those, and the manager got us over the halfway point. We did exactly what we needed to do. The first half of the season was absolutely flawless. We go into January, 11 points, 8 points clear, and you're starting to look and you're going, because it's never been done. We've never seen a team lead like this and flounder the title. It was almost impossible to us. So, of course, we all started to believe. We started to feel like, okay, I feel like we got a shot at this, you know. But you started to see cracks. And for me, the cracks started in Europa League and when we played City in the Carabao Cup. Because that's when everybody started the narrative of, we got the fish. We've got the fish. So, yeah, once again, this gentleman's right. And 5 out of 10 this year is about it's pretty accurate in my book. Because we only did one half of the season. We didn't finish the job. We didn't finish the job. And that people have to realize that. We threw away a title this year. Last year, we threw away top 4. This year, we threw away a title. Just let that sink in, people. We threw away a title. Not top 4. Not top 4. Top 4, you probably thought, oh, we can go for that again. But we threw away a title, y'all. That's half of a season. Yeah, he's right. 5 out of 10 is just about where it needs to be. You know, depending on who you talk to, you probably have 3. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, fam. Of course, I was sat with him. I was sat with him. You cannot have a manager. You cannot have a manager 3 seasons in a row, Buckley, and tell them that he's a good manager. You know what you not have? You don't have what you call it? The syndrome. What's it called? The syndrome?
Mr. Stockholm. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah.
Syndrome. I don't. Because
Who would you get there?
Well, let me stop right there. See, that's another thing. That's another thing people do. And Robbie need to stop that. People want to ask you, once you make a point like that, then they want to try to double back and go, well, who would you bring in? It doesn't matter right now, because he could have said I'd bring in Jesus Christ, and they still wouldn't say he wouldn't be good enough to do what Arteta has done. And this is a narrative that this is spin. This is spin. This is it right here. This is spin right here. Now, Robbie needs to be ashamed of himself. Deep down, Robbie knows this. Robbie knows this, that this season was not, it was failure, and that we're trying to clean it up. I'll say it again. I've said this before. I'll say it for you all. You can put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Put on high heels, tutu, all that kind of good stuff. It's still a pig. The issue here is that we squandered a title. This is what Yardman's This is what Yardman's trying to get across to people. We squandered a title, y'all. And people are celebrating as if we've done something. No, we've just made fools out of ourselves. That's what we've done. We've made fools out of ourselves, and people don't even realize it. It's like when you go to a party, you do something stupid. You think people are laughing with you, but you don't realize that they're laughing at you. You've got toilet tissue, a roll of tissue hanging down your back leg. You don't know it. This is it right here. This is it. People don't even realize because we've been so downtrodden that just a piece of improvement, and we qualify for the Champions League. Here we are. So this is the question I would like to ask people: what would happen if we would only qualify for the Europa League this year and won nothing? What would the narrative be? I mean, you have to look at it. But see, it's Champions League this year, so people are over the moon over it. But 20 years ago, we had a manager, that kept us in the damn thing for almost 20 years, and they ran him out of town, ran him out of town. Whether you in or out, that's a whole different discussion. That's for another topic for another day. But and then we were out for 6 years. Look, if we're going to get in this tournament next year, my objective is to win it. I don't want to get in it, get put out, back in Europa League, sing, song, and dance, da-da-da-da-da-da. Arteta came in with Emery's team, won an FA Cup. He has rebuilt a team in his own image. He has rebuilt his own team. And he has squandered it 3 times. This year was the worst of the lot. We threw away a title.
What do you think everybody gets? Who?
Don't ask me who. What I said to you. Let me do my interview now. I said,
You heard that, Ryan Mason?
I have high expectation. I pay my money. I have high expectation. I'm not going to come here and lower my value for this club. I see this club win Premier League title. You understand?
See?
We shouldn't be where we're at. And we have a man.
Once again.
It's 3 times now. The guy had the
3
opportunity to finish top, not winning the Premier League. 1 time he had the opportunity to win the Premier League. Twice he had the opportunity to come 4th in the Champions League, and then button it, Robbie. Is that not?
Yeah,
no,
that's a problem.
So don't come sit here. Listen, you look at.
But see, Robbie says it's outrageous, but it's the truth. That's a coping mechanism. Robbie says that's outrageous, but 2-3 years ago, Robbie was saying we were underperforming. See, we have to stop this narrative. We have to stop this narrative of tucking away failure. Arsenal fans are world class at it. World class. You can just about go on any fan cam or a show or a panel, and you're going to see at least one Arsenal fan hide behind some form of improvement, rewrite it as total success, and throw away the problems that we already know we have, that we just keep hiding. And shout out to the late, great Claude, man. He would say papering over the cracks. Papering over the cracks. But as we say down here, it's dirt under the rug. You just need to move it and vacuum it. The dirt is still there. You can cover it up much as you want. The dirt is still under that rug until you vacuum it up. We still have issues in this team. We have had issues. This manager has shown us that he has problems in critical situations. You know what that stems from? That stems from inexperience. It stems from inexperience. This is why when you learn on the job, sometimes there's some positions that you need to have the qualifications for before you get there. This is one of them. Now, who's to say? In 7 years, he may go on to be, whatever. But right now, where we are now, we, this is year 3, as the brother said. This is year 3. We're doing this over and over and over, y'all. It's the same thing. We look for the transfer window. We flopping that. We don't get it. We come in. Let's get behind the team. When the window is closed, let's get behind the team. We get behind the team. We get behind the team. They fail. Well, transfer window. Let's wait again. Let's wait the next year. Judge them in May. Transfer portal. All this stuff. Edu. He's this. He's that. Mikel Arteta, he's improving. He's done this. He's did this. He did that. What about Tottenham? Where's Tottenham? Look at Chelsea. Well, look at Chelsea. Where's Tottenham? We do this every single year. But the one thing that's getting thrown away this year is this title talk. We threw away a title. We threw away a title. Some people don't like it. Some people don't want to face the facts. The facts are the facts. The facts are the facts. We have squandered a title, and 3 years running, the manager has failed when it counts. There's no, you can't make that wrong right. I mean, you can't make that wrong right. You can't do it. He has failed. And if you look closely at the game yesterday, I don't have the frame, but if you look closely at that game yesterday, there was one particular moment there. Everybody was celebrating and jumping around. And I know this look. I've seen it before. Being over in America, I watch a lot of sports, especially football, American football, and basketball. And most times, when a manager knows that they've completely failed just by their body language. He sat there in that chair yesterday. There was one particular look, and he knew that he should have been celebrating a title. He knows it deep down inside. Hopefully, he'll learn from this. That's what I want out of it. I hope the man absolutely learns and demands a better grade of a standard next year. And fans, we need that. We need to look for a better grade of standard. This is unbelievable what I'm hearing. To watch this, and this man get ridiculed for having standards. The standard should be high. If you're winning in a title race and you're at the top of it for 248 days, brother, you got to close the deal. You got to seal the deal.
You look at a player like Lokongo. Would you say a player like Lokongo in Man City team? No. Would you say a player like Chavari?
Transfer window. See?
No.
Vieira. Yeah, look at this. Vieira right there. Yeah. We've already seen it. See, wait a minute. See? Granit Xhaka. I'm so glad he's out. I am so glad he's out of here. Granit Xhaka. When it counted, I think it was Wolves. Somebody in the chat tell me, was it Wolves that game he got a red card in, or yellow? He did something and messed it up. Was it Wolves last year or the year before? Where we needed that win bad. It might have been during the Christmas holiday fixtures, and he just completely blew the game for us. His erratic behavior over the last several years has been one of the main components that has kept this team back. Now, if anything will change going forward, I'll tell you this: we'll probably be in better situations to win. Games that we were down 2-1 and we needed something to get something going, he won't hurt us. Those were the games where he would hurt us the worst. 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, and you're just trying to get back in the game, trying to level up, swing the momentum. He swings it the other way. Look at Liverpool. I honestly believe had we scored one more goal, Liverpool would done 3-0. We out of there. however else thing would have played out would have been a little different. It is what it is. But I'm almost positive had he not wound that team up and got that crowd awoke, probably would have had a different discussion. Yeah, Granit Xhaka is one of the players that's been holding us back for years. It's good that he's out of here.
But you know that. People start being realistic in life. Sam Wickham, I'm taking a 5 out of 10 for the season. That is outrageous.
The guy, the manager, hold on. When we go to,
I mean, this guy's laughing at him in the back. Look at him. Look at these guys. Yeah, dude shaking his head. He thinks he's crazy.
And no, none of them sit down and watch the game and realize that that's what happening. Firmino scored, Liverpool scored the back post, make it 2-2. Yeah, we come back at West Ham, Bowen scored the back post, make it 2-2. Southampton scored back post, make it 2-2. John Stones
draw.
back post, make it 2-2.
Draw.
What we're saying here, you cannot have a man. You can shake it.
Yeah, this man is right. Man is right.
It's outrageous.
When the fans have the high expectation and make the club know that
my expectations are high. My expectations are high. My expectations are high, but my expectations. Hold on. My expectations are high, but they're realistic, right? And this is not a 5
Robbie, come
season.
on.
That is
Come on, brother.
absolutely ridiculous.
Hold
Hold on. To say it's outrageous. This summer, you need to go on holiday. You need to lie down, man, and get some. Honestly, I don't know what.
Rob, look at Yardman. Yardman, it hurts. I know that look. I know that look, that fellas. I know that look, peeps. I know that look. That is the look. That look that Yardy had just then is the look of there's nothing I can do to get through to these people. and the sad part about it is they won't see it until we flounder. That's the part about it that's going to be realistic. And then they'll look back at this year and then they'll go, it's kind of like somebody who is a victim of abuse. I went to school for social work. And so what happens a lot of times with victims of abuse, if they put up with it long enough, what happens is it'll be one incident, and then in their mind, they'll start going back to all the other incidents, and then that's when they say enough is enough. And in this case, what's going to happen is enough losses in critical situations or embarrassment, the embarrassment will trigger what happened this year. And then after that, that's when people will start getting on board. This brother here, Yardman, is 100% correct in his analysis of this season. Yeah, it's a 5 out of 10. And, the problem here, man, is that we've got to start looking at things for what it is. And the narrative that Robbie should be talking about is that we threw away a title. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm going to use this going forward too. It was improvement, but it was not impressive because we didn't seal the deal. And that's the bottom line. So hope you all enjoyed this particular Reacts video, man. People have been sending it to me, man, and wanted me to react to it. I hadn't watched it. Like I said, this is my first time watching it. So I just said, I just want to go ahead and I don't want to keep this too long. So I just wanted to kind of look at that and break it down. And I think I'll do a little bit more of that. Thanks to everyone for helping me get over the 600 subscriber mark. I really appreciate that. It means a ton. This is something I do out of as a hobby. I just like doing it. It's really fun. It's therapeutic for me. Gives me a chance to really break down games much harder than what I used to. So I really enjoy what I do now. So I appreciate that. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Be on the lookout. Me and Tony Claude, we're going to be putting together transfer videos where we talk about the transfer rumors that'll be coming soon. And also make sure that you support all of the Red Army. But we're going to keep it real. We're keeping it real over here, y'all. That's one thing we're going to do. The facts will be the facts. And the facts are this year we squandered a title. We threw it away. Like I said, it was impressive. It was improvement, but not impressive. because we did not seal the deal. Manchester United, in theory, have had a better season than we have. Even though we finished second in the Champions League, we finished second, don't have a trophy. They've got one that they're playing for, and they've got one that's already in the cabinet getting dusted off. We've got to demand improvement going forward, everybody. The fans have got to start demanding improvement. The objective next year is to win everything that we can put our hands on. That's what we've got to do. I'm sorry if people think that's delusional, but that's the expectation. Success. Arsenal, a big club. It's time for us to start acting like a big one. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm the Southern Gooner. I am out. Peace.